Hello and welcome to The Low Voice, a space where we explore the layers of human experience, one conversation at a time. Today, I want to talk about something that we all need, but often find challenging to practice: tolerance. In a world where differences surround us, how do we make space for others, even when it feels uncomfortable? Tolerance, a word we hear often but rarely dissect. It's more than just putting up with someone or something. At its core, tolerance is about respect. It's about acknowledging that every person, every culture, belief, and lifestyle has value, even if it's different from our own. Imagine a world where we didn't just coexist, but actually learned from our differences. What would that look like? And how can we begin to foster this mindset in our own lives? Let's be honest, tolerance isn't always easy. It asks us to stretch ourselves, to question our biases, and to let go of the need to be right. I remember a time when I struggled with this. I was living in a place where cultural norms were so different from my own. At first I felt defensive, even judgmental, but over time I realized that my resistance wasn't about them, it was about me. I wasn't ready to step outside my comfort zone and see the world through someone else's eyes. What about you? Have you ever found it hard to accept something because it didn't align with your views? How did you move forward? Or did you? There's a saying, tolerance is the first step toward peace. Without it, we build walls between nations, communities, and even within our families. Think about it. Wars have been fought over intolerance. Families have been torn apart by stubbornness. Friendships have ended over misunderstandings. And yet, the act of being tolerant costs nothing but brings so much: unity, understanding, and sometimes even love. So, how do we practice tolerance in our daily lives? Here are a few steps that have helped me. Listen to understand. Not every conversation needs to end with agreement. Sometimes it's enough just to listen. Ask questions. Curiosity bridges gaps. If you don't understand someone's perspective, ask them about it. Recognize your biases. We all have them. The key is to be aware and challenge them when they arise. Lead with kindness. Even when you disagree, kindness can turn tension into connection. What if we saw tolerance not as a burden, but as an opportunity? What if every difference we encountered was a chance to grow? As individuals, we have the power to create this change. It starts with small acts of openness and grows into something much larger. So, here's my challenge to you. This week, try to practice tolerance in one area of your life. Maybe it's with a colleague, a neighbor, or even with yourself. Yes, self-tolerance is a thing too. Let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear your stories. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of tolerance. Let's keep this conversation going. Reach out on social media or leave a comment to share your thoughts. Until next time, remember, the world isn't perfect, but every act of tolerance brings us closer to harmony. This is The Low Voice, signing off.